In this video I'm going to show you how to use Camtasia Studio for post-production of a Lightboard video. First thing we need to do is we need to get the video and put it in our clip bin. So what I need you to do is take the video off the SD card and move it into a folder on your computer somewhere. It makes it much easier for the rendering process later on, otherwise it's very slow if it's just coming from the SD card. So we need to find our video. Okay, and then that will just put it here onto this clip bin, and from there I'm able to drag it down onto the timeline. Now the actual video of the Lightboard, as you can see, it's backwards. You can see in this section here, this is previews what the video is going to look like, and we can see it's backwards. So here's the most important thing we're going to do, and we'll do this before we do any other editing. Click on Visual Properties, and it allows you to rotate your video in all sorts of different ways. This is the one we want, and we want to rotate it 180 degrees, and it's done. It's as simple as that. Now we also need to trim this as well, because as you can see from the start, I'll just play it, but there was a period there when I'm not even in the shot, so we want to edit that out. And the other interesting thing is it's very easy for you to identify these areas that you probably want to trim or cut out because there's no speech. So that happens sometimes if I'm making a video and I make a mistake. I'll just pause and restart, and that just gives me that indication that I need to do something here. So this first part we're actually going to get rid of, but if you just have a look what happens here. So I made a little mistake and I pause and I actually start the whole video again. So I come back to this point, and if I just grab this green marker here and take it back to this point, then I can just press delete, and that will delete all of that. And we just move, if I just press double click on here, it brings the red one back, and I can just drag this to where I want it now. And so straight after my intro, we're going to go straight into the video on the Lightboard now. If I just sort of scan through, I mean, normally it's best practice to be actually watching the whole video through, just in case you don't say anything inappropriate, or some of the times what you want to do is actually speed up the writing. So often when you've got a gap like this, it's because you're writing something. So if you have a look here, I'm writing and it's going a bit slow, so sometimes you might want to speed that up or even remove it. So I'll show you how to remove it first. Again, it's just drag this out like this to highlight the area you want to delete and press delete. So if I play that back, okay, so that's just chucked that out. Now the other option though is that you might want to just speed it up. So at the beginning of where you want to speed it up, you need to press this button here to split. Okay, so it's this one here for split, and at the end of it, again, you need to press on split. Now click on the part that you want to speed up and right click on it, click on clip speed, and then we can change the clip speed up to 300%, of the original. And it's also good practice here to click replace audio with silence so you don't sound like a chipmunk. And then you can see that we've saved some time, so we just drag that in to finish it off. The next thing, of course, is we need to do a bit of trimming at the end, and then finally we just need to produce it. So click on produce and choose what format you want it in, but I generally click on MP4 only and up to 1080. Click on next, give it a title, click on finish, and now it'll render. So it will take a little while for it to render, probably around about 5 minutes. It's quicker if you've got your computer plugged in, it's quicker if you've got less programs underway.